The mission of Skookum Kids is to eliminate the pain points that make life unnecessarily difficult for foster parents and social workers. We've recently become aware of a pain point that a lot of people are facing, and we don't really have a good solution for it yet, but I want to let you know that it's on our minds, and I want to describe for you how we're thinking about the problem. The problem is you can't find childcare in this town. So we're working really hard to help families get licensed as foster parents. There's not enough people doing that work either. So our message has been, it's different than you've heard. You can do it. If you're a single parent, if you're a household with 2 working adults, there is support available for you. In particular, the state will pay for daycare and before and after school care. You can be a foster parent. And that is true, except when it isn't. Because more and more, we're seeing situations where someone who heard that message, a single person or a household with 2 working adults, becomes a foster parent and they're ready to go, but they can't accept placement until they have childcare lined up. But we can't find daycares with openings, so we're all kind of stuck. Now, we can manage. We have ways of getting ourselves out of that spot, but it's a lot harder than it needs to be. You might say it's an unnecessary pain point. So here's a statement that was written a little while ago by a single foster parent. Last week I wanted to accept a placement of a foster kiddo. I had him in my home over the weekend as a respite stay, that's a short-term stay, and knew he would be a good fit. I'm a single foster parent. I also needed childcare before I accepted a longer-term placement. Understandable. I called 46 different daycare centers, family-based daycare providers, and did my best to pull on their heartstrings. I looked at everything within a 45-minute drive of my house and my job. None of them had an opening. Most told me they had a 6-month wait list. One even said their wait list was 30 months at minimum. I was heartbroken taking him back to the apartment, knowing full well that I could provide a home for him if only I could find a childcare option. And this is the second time I've done a search like this in the last 2 months. So sad. Now, that's obviously not great. And this isn't just a foster care issue. I hear versions of this story from my friends who aren't foster parents. They're struggling to locate daycare, any daycare, much less affordable, high-quality daycare. I have some friends who are thinking about having children, and they haven't even gotten pregnant yet, but they have put their future child on 2 wait lists. That's nuts. The problem here is that there's just not enough supply in the marketplace. Daycare's hard. It's expensive to operate. There's just not enough people willing to do it. So, we're thinking about it. We're considering how we can address this problem, this unnecessary pain point. Skookum doesn't have a daycare and early elementary education capability in-house, but that industry is parallel to the skills that we do have in-house, so that's good. But to start a new program would be a huge undertaking. So at this moment, that's all we're doing is considering it. But you know, our mission is to eliminate pain points, and this is the biggest one out there right now. So